your first mobility session. Hope you all had a lovely Christmas and Boxing Day. If this is the first time that you're moving at all since before Christmas, then just take it nice and slowly, nice and gently. Work at your own pace and your own level. None of it's supposed to be uncomfortable. You should feel like you are working a little bit, or you are feeling a stretch, but never any pain. So if you do get any pain, just ease back out of the position and take it nice and gently at your own level, okay? So we're going to start off in a wide leg position. So try and get the heels to touch, knees nice and wide, and we're just going to reach forward on the floor. Reach long through the arms, reach through the fingertips and relax the forehead onto the mat. Try and push the bottom back so that your bottom stays firm onto your heels. If you can't get there, that's fine, just go wherever's comfortable for you. And as you're there, just take a couple of nice deep breaths, just try to relax into this position. This might be quite weird for some of you if you're not used to doing much mobility work. So just take a nice breath in and breathe out. And just relax into this mobility session. From here, take your hands over to the left, reach through the right hand side of the body, so you should feel a stretch down that right hand side of the body. Nice breath in, and breathing out. Then we're going to bring it back to the centre, and we're going to take it over to the right, and feeling that stretch down the left hand side of the body. Nice breath in, nice breath out. Good. Back to centre. From this position, you're going to take your right hand and slide your right hand underneath the left arm. Try and shimmy this right shoulder right underneath you, so you feel and push this right hand down into the floor. Reach the left arm over the head. Feeling that stretch in the right shoulder that's pushing on the floor. Remember to keep relaxing in the hips, keep pushing your bottoms down. If it feels good, with this left arm, you're going to take it up towards the sky and you're going to reach it back behind your body. So try and tuck in onto your right leg or onto your lower back or grab hold of your shirt. Or if that doesn't feel good, just keep that left arm reaching through there. Keep pushing down through the right arm and opening the left chest up towards the ceiling. One more breath here. And breathe out. Bring it back to centre. Drop yourselves down, relax through the forehead onto the floor. Onto the other side, so you're going to take the left arm, slide the left arm through and push the left shoulder onto the floor. Keep the right arm reaching overhead, push the bottom back into the heels. If this is good, you can stay here, or if you want a little bit more, you can take that right arm behind you. Trying to tuck it into your leg, or as I say, grab hold of your shirt, or just rest it on the lower back, whichever feels good for you. Pushing the bottom down. One more breath. And reach the arm back overhead. Untuck the left arm. Push and reach tall again through the arms. Relax the forehead on the floor. Lift the palms of the hands off the floor. Feel that stretch either side of your armpit into your lats. And really push into your fingers and into your bottoms to feel that stretch behind your shoulders and into your armpits. From here, you're going to slide yourself back onto all fours. So have the feet, the knees shoulder width apart and the hands shoulder width apart. From here, we're going to just do a little bit of work into our spines. So we're just going to gently lower the tummy, lift the tailbone, lift the head. And then in reverse, we're going to drop the tailbone, drop the head, and lift through the mid-spine. And again, drop the tailbone, lift the head. And the other way. Drop the tailbone, lift through the spine, tuck the chin, and look towards your belly buttons. If you can, breathe in as you do the next one. And breathe out as we go the opposite way. Push through your shoulders. Try and feel each of your vertebrae moving. One more time. Lifting the tailbone, lifting the head. And the opposite way. we're going to find a nice neutral spine. So we're going to try and keep the tailbone tucked in, the belly button nice and strong, and a nice long position through our spine to the crown of our heads. From here, we're going to take a nice breath in, and we're going to lift the right arm up towards the sky. As you breathe out, just slide that arm behind the left as far as it will comfortably go. Nice breath in, arm to the sky. Keep those hips parallel. Breathing out. Try and take it a little bit further if it feels good for you. Nice breath in, one more time, lift tall, turn to the right. And as you breathe out this time, we're going to try and get that right shoulder onto the floor. If it feels good, you can relax the head down, you can pop a pillow underneath your head, or just come to wherever feels comfortable. Remember, there's no pain here. If you are here and you want to work a little bit more, you can take this left arm and reach it tall towards the top of the mat. So similar to what we did just a second ago. Keep pushing this right arm into the floor to rotate your shoulder up towards the ceiling. One more breath here. As you breathe out, bring that left arm in if you've reached it away. Nice breath in, lifting up, back to the centre. Same on the left side now, so we're going to take a nice breath in. Remember, try and keep your hips square to the floor. We're going to take a nice breath in, reach the arm up tall, try and rotate high to that left side. Slide that left arm behind the right. Nice breath in, take it up high. And breathe out, slide it behind that right side. Last time, nice breath in. As you breathe out, slide that arm behind. Rest that left shoulder on the floor if you can. Remember to keep pushing into that left arm to rotate your body. And if it feels good, you can take the right arm up above your head to an extra stretch. If this doesn't feel good, rest the arm here or bring off the floor, wherever feels good for you. And remember, you can use props, pillows, cushions, anything to help you in these positions. One more breath. As you come back, you're going to bring this hand in. Nice breath in. Lift that left arm towards the sky and place it back down. So from here, keep the hands shoulder width apart. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Tuck the toes in underneath you. Keep a really generous bend in your knees, and we're going to gently push the shoulders and push the bottom halfway up towards the ceiling. From here, we're just going to gently extend the legs to still a little bend in the legs, but not completely straight. Then we're going to lower down to a bend, lower the knees towards the floor, but don't let them touch, and back up. So generous bend in the knees, straighten the legs, but not completely straight. Bend the knees, lower towards the floor, but not all the way down. 2 more times. Generous bend, lift the bum. Straighten the legs, but keep them slightly bent. Bend the knees down and lower towards the mat, but don't touch. Last time, push through the shoulders, generous bend in the legs. Now push the bottom towards the ceiling, and this time push through the hands, and we're going to stay here. If it feels good, you can pedal through the legs, so you can gently lower one heel down, lower the other. Keep pushing through your hands, relax your head, keep pushing through your shoulders. Remember, if at any point this feels uncomfortable, you can come down. And then you're going to come up high onto the tiptoes and just try and lower the knees the heels as far as you can without any pain. So you should feel a stretch through your hamstrings. You can keep a generous bend in the legs. Be careful not to go too far, we don't want any hamstring pulls in this position. So your shoulders probably screaming at you right now, that's fine. Just take a nice breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to bring the right foot to the outside of the right hand. So the right foot is on the outside of the right hand like this. From there, you're going to drop this back knee down. Okay, so in this position, get nice and comfortable, okay? So try and lift tall through the chest. This right knee should be tucking in tight towards the right shoulder. And you're going to lift as tall through the chest as you can. So you've got a couple of options here. You can stay here if this is plenty for you. If you'd like a little bit more, you can come down onto your forearms. So this is quite a strong stretch, so don't push it too far, especially if you're very new to mobility. So, okay, so if we're here, we're staying here. And if we're here, try and keep it level between the forearms and the elbows on the floor. So you don't want to be sideways, okay? Keep it nice and level. In this position, wherever you are, whether on your forearms or on your hands, take a nice couple of deep breaths. Good. If it feels good for you, you can take the weight onto the outside of that right foot. Or you can stay here, or you can stay here, wherever feels good for you. We're going to stay here just a few more breaths, keeping that weight wherever you are. And when you're ready, come back up into this position. Meet me up in the top of a lizard. Good. From here, we're going to lift the back and keep the back knee. We're going to step this right foot to the back. We're going to drop down and push into that child's pose. Should feel quite nice on those hips now. Have a nice reach the arms, reach tall. Nice breath in. And breathe out. If you're new to mobility, your hips are probably screaming at you right now. So remember to just work at your own level, okay? So we're going to do on the other side. So we're going to come back up onto all fours. Tap the toes underneath. And then we're going to breathe in, lift that tailbone up towards the sky. Nice, generous bend in your knees. So if it feels good, you can straighten the legs, and you want to straighten the legs and pop the heels down, that's fine. But you don't want extreme pain in the hamstrings, so keep a nice, generous bend in those knees. From here, we're going to do the same on the left side. So with that left foot's going to come to the outside of our left hand and drop down through that back right knee. Get comfy here again, so sitting nice and tall. We've got the same options here, so we can either be up high onto our hands, or we can drop down onto the elbows and onto the forearms. Try not to collapse into this position, so if you are in the forearms, try and keep lifting through the chest, and try and squeeze this left knee in towards the left arm. So wherever you are, whether you're on your forearms or on your hands, you can also have a block or something underneath you to support you even higher, that's fine. Remember to keep breathing, okay? And if you get any extreme pain, come out of this position. It's quite a strong one. Nice breath in, and breathing out. If it feels good, you can drop that weight onto the outside of that left heel and just stretch through the hips and the positions a little bit more. Couple more breaths. Good. Bring that foot back flat if you are already. Come up onto the hands. Tuck the feet toes in at the back. Lift that knee. Bring it back and drop down. Nice and gently drop down into this child's pose again. Good. From here, you're going to come and lie onto your front. And you're going to bend the left leg and bring the left leg in towards the left heel in towards the bottom. If you can grab hold of that left leg, do so. One hand, two hands, whichever feels good for you. Try and keep either head either flat or turn it sideways like this. So you should feel a stretch in the front of your left leg. If you can only get to here, that's fine. And if you can get the bottom, the heels close to the bottom as you can and as feels comfortable for you. We're taking a couple of nice deep breaths in this position. If you can't feel a stretch through your leg, you can gently bring that left knee off the floor. That should increase the stretch through that left side. Remember, you can come out of these positions at any time. Do whatever feels comfortable for you. Good. Relax that left leg down. We're going to go onto the right. Bend the right leg. Grab hold of it. One hand, two hands, no hands. Whatever feels good for you. Try and keep the knees together. Relax through the body. Try not to hold too much tension. And if you can't feel it, then you can lift that right knee off a little bit more as well. And a nice deep breaths. If you're shaking, if it's killing, you've gone too far, so relax out of that position. Good. And gently relax that leg down. So from here, you're going to take your arms wide out to the side like a T position. This is quite a strong position on our bodies, on our chest, so go whichever feels comfortable. You're going to slide the left arm in towards the armpit and pop it flat on the floor. The right arm is still going to be out wide, so you're going to look like this on the floor. So you're going to slide the left hand in, the right arm is out wide. Very gently, we're going to push over onto the right hand side of our bodies, and we should feel a stretch through this right pec. So we're lying on the right hand side of our body, feeling that stretch to the right hand side. If this is enough for you, stay here. If you want a little bit more, take the left leg and place it behind you. This is going to really increase that stretch to that right hand side. Couple of deep breaths. Remember, you can come out of these positions at any time. And nice and gently, we're going to come and lie back onto our fronts. Relax that left arm out. Take the arms down and wiggle. So we're going to bring the arms out to the side again. We're going to go on the other side. So you're going to slide that right arm in towards the side of your pec. Left arm is extended out long. Very gently, we're going to push over onto that left hand side. So you're going to feel that stretch through the left pec and you're lying on your left body. If this is enough, you can stay here. If you want a bit more, take that right leg behind you and rest it on the floor behind you. Remember, you can come out of these positions at any point. One more deep breath, try and relax. Good. And relax that leg down. Come to lie on the front and relax. Now we're going to do that one more time, but with a slightly different position. So where the hand is straight on the floor, we're going to bend the opposite hand. So we're going to bring one arm in towards the side, and where the arm was straight, we're going to bend it. So it's going to just get different fibres of the pecs and through the shoulders. Really good if you're tight through the pecs. Again, if it's uncomfortable, just come out of that position and rest, okay? So, or just straighten that arm off a little bit more. So we're going to come and lie back onto our fronts. Bend your right arm so that the right arm is at a 90-degree angle. And then you're going to slide the left arm in towards your chest again. Now this is going to be stronger, so take your time, go gently. Very gently, we're going to push back over onto that right side. You should feel that much stronger on that right side now. If this is enough, you can stay here. If you want a little bit more, take that left foot behind you. Remember to breathe, remember to relax, try and enjoy it. But if you get uncomfortable and you need to come out of the position, just come straight out of this position. Good. Relax that left leg down. Take the arms out to the side and we're going to switch. So the left arm is going to come up to a 90-degree bend and the right arm is going to come in by the side of us. Gently push it over onto that left side, so lying on the left-hand side of the body. Relax the head. If this is enough for you, then stay here. If you'd like a little bit more, take that right foot behind you, and relax into this position. Remember, there shouldn't be any shaking, no sort of extreme pain. You should feel it through the pecs, possibly through your back as well. But no real pain. One more deep breath. And breathe out, bring it back. Good. When you're ready, bring yourselves up into a seated position. And you want to have your knees at 90 degrees in front. So you want 90 degrees here and 90 degrees in the back leg as well, okay? So again, work at your own level. If you can't do any progressions, just bring it back into whatever feels good for you. So we're going to try and keep the chest up as tall as we can, keep the back nice and elongated. From here, we're going to support ourselves with our hands and we're going to just slide over to the opposite side. And we're going to just do that a couple of times, nice and gently, feeling that position through the legs. Keeping the back nice and tall and supporting with our hands. Now if this is enough for you, then stay here doing this progression. If you'd like a little bit more, you can do it with your hands off the floor. It's going to work through the core position a little bit more and work a little bit deeper into those hips. The important thing is to try and keep your chest up as tall as you can. To try not to slouch as you do it. Try and keep lifting through that chest, lift tall. Couple more times. Keep lifting. Good. Okay, once we're back to the front, or wherever we were, what we're going to do is I've got my right leg in front of me, my left leg is to the side, so I'll use these so we don't try and get confused. Okay, from this position, what I want you to do is try and lift your left heel, so the leg that's to the side, try and lift your left heel off the floor, but keep the chest up tall, so we don't want to be leaning forward as we do this. You want to keep that heel lifted, keep the chest off, keep the chest nice and high. Good. And relax. Then we're going to lift the left knee and try and lift it as high as you can. If you can, try not to have too much weight into the hands. Try and be that you're working through the core, lifting that knee. Relax down. And the heel, so you're going to lift that heel. Again, try not to lean forward, keep lifting nice and tall. And then lift that left knee, if you can, hands off the floor. Good. Perfect. And switch sides. So you're going to have the left foot in front of you now, the right foot's going to come out to the side. Again, keeping nice and tall from this position, we're going to just take that the right leg, so the back leg, or the leg is to the side, and we're going to lift through that heel. Remember, trying to keep that chest up nice and tall. Try not to lean forward. Try and turn around. Good. Relax the heel down, we're going to lift up through the right knee, Again, lifting nice and tall, so really working through the core, strengthening through that hip capsule, but stretching at the same time as well. Relax that knee down, lift the right heel, and don't worry if one side's better than the other, or worse than the other, or tighter than the other. It's normal, that's why we do it. Good, and then lift through that right knee again, lifting nice and tall. Good. And relax. Now one more little bit from the hips, and they're probably screaming at you, but you'll thank me for it later, hopefully. So we're going to either using the hands or keeping the hands off, whichever is more comfortable for you. I'll show you with the hands first. You're going to keep the hands on the floor, and then we're going to lift up onto the knees, and then you can support yourself and lift up like this. Or if you're comfortable without doing it with your hands, you can keep the hands here. Really working through the core, through the hip capsule, lifting up high. Do a couple of these each side. Again, you might find one side feels easier than the other, that's fine. Try and relax through the shoulders. Good. And don't worry if you're sliding forward on the floor as well, that's normal. I'm going to do one more each side. Good. Lovely. Good. Okay, and relax. So we're going to come onto our bottoms, have a bend in the knees, and have the hands pointing away from you, okay? We're going to very gently walk the hands backwards until we feel stretched to the front of the body. If you do a lot of press-ups, a lot of pull-ups, you're going to feel it straight away, so you'll thank me for this one. So you're going to with a bit of a stretch through the shoulders here, so we're just going to gently drop the shoulders in and try and bring them back. It's quite a strong one, so if it's too much, just bring those hands in a little bit closer and ease it off a little bit for you. So wherever feels comfortable, just drop those shoulders in and reach them back, and drop them in and reach them back. Now in this position, we're going to stay here, but we're going to straighten through the legs. And then we're going to work through the hamstrings. So we're going to lift one leg and bring it down. And the other leg and bring it down. each side. And the other side. Good. If it feels good, if your shoulders have relaxed off a little bit, you can always walk those hands a little bit further away. And we're going to do 2 more on each leg with this. If your shoulders are killing you and you've had enough, just come out of it, it's fine. 1 more each leg. Good. Lovely. Nice and gently just walk your hands back up. Give your shoulders a bit of a wiggle. And come and lie onto your backs. So, when we're lying on your backs, what we're going to do is have a nice generous hug of our knees. Bring the knees in up to the chest. Try and push your back flat into the floor. Try not to have it lifted too high. And try and relax through the shoulders, through the neck. Keep the back nice and elongated. From here, we're going to keep a hold of the right leg and we're going to straighten that left leg down towards the floor. Now we might feel a stretch to the front of the leg here if we do this, fine. Just means that we're stretching through the psoas muscle through one of our hip flexors. So you might find you feel it more through the hip flexor, you might find you feel it more through the lower back. That's fine, it'll be dependent on where you are more restricted. So from here, keeping that right knee bent, we're going to take the right arm out to the side, take hold of the right leg, right knee with the left hand, and we're going to gently roll over to the left hand side. If the knee will go down to the floor, then let it go there. You can just let it just relax where it wants to be. You can always pop a pillow or a block underneath that knee to support it. Keep the right arm stretched out long, and if it feels good, you can turn to look over that right hand and over that right shoulder. Nice breath in. Breathe out and relax. And one more time, breathe in. And as you breathe out, we're going to bring that knee back into the centre and draw the left knee up if it feels good. Grab hold of both those knees, relax the shoulders, keep the neck nice and elongated, back of the head is resting on the floor, the body supported. Take that right leg, extend the right leg out, bring that left knee in towards the chest or up towards that left armpit. Again, see where you feel this. Do you feel it through the psoas muscle in the hip flexor? Do you feel it in the lower back on the left side? Wherever you feel it is fine, just as long as it's not painful. From there then, we're going to take the left arm out to the side, take the right arm across the left knee, and we're going to gently take that left knee across to the side. You might hear some clicks and some crunches like I just did in my lower back, that's okay. And again, if this feels good to you, you can stay here, and you can turn that left hand to look over, so the head to look over the left hand. Good. Couple of deep breaths here. Try and relax. Remember, if you get any back pain or any back spasm, just come out of the position, bring the knees back up into centre. Good. You're going to bring the knees back in. And hug the knees in tight to the chest. Good. Okay, last one before we finish. So we're going to take the left knee and straighten the left leg down towards the floor. We're going to take the hands behind the right knee and clasp them in towards the body. So you can have the knees bent, the arms bent, or you can have them straight, depending on how flexible you are. So I'm going to work through these hamstrings, okay? So you're just going to support that right leg. And from here, we're going to just gently straighten that right leg up as far as you can comfortably go and relax it back down. So if this is all you can get to, that's fine. What you want to do is we're going to try and include it in the breathing, so we're going to use the breath work to make it a little bit more efficient for us. So we're going to take a nice breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to straighten through that leg. Breathe in, lower the leg down. As we breathe out, we're going to straighten through that leg. Remember, there shouldn't be any shaking in this leg, no real pain, just feel some gentle stretching through this hamstring. Breathing out. Good, one more time. Straighten through that leg. And relax down. Good. Switch sides, so we're going to hug that left knee into the chest. or sort of bending it in. Clasp the hands behind that left leg, straighten through the right leg. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to straighten through this leg as far as comfortable and bend it down. Again, don't worry if one side's better or worse than the other, it's fine. Breathing out. Breathing in. One more time, breathing out. And breathing in. Good, well done. And relax. Good. So, there was your first mobility session, everyone. I hope it was okay. Just did a little bit of an all-over body session today, just to try and get us moving a little bit after the Christmas period. We will be working on more specific body parts as we go through as well, and if there is any particular mobility that you want to work on, or any particular areas that people feel like they're weaker or they need a little bit more help in, then please drop me a message, tell me, you can tell to let me know, and we can work specifically on those areas. But I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you're all feeling better for a little bit of a stretch and a bit of a movement. Any problems, any issues, any injuries, anything at all, please let me know. But I look forward to seeing you guys on the next session.